Honestly, I'm over Susan. She's getting on my nerves. Susan loves to be Susan. She came in with her little Jimmy Choos and asked for a couple of things, and I'm like, sure, yeah, no problem. I asked her a few things. I probed a little bit. I asked her where she came from, how much money she's trying to spend. She clapped back and said, well, I have money to spend. Okay, cool. I'm not going to get into the logistics of it, but she had a little attitude. She didn't really want to hear from me, and because I get to keep my job, I kept myself contained. But I wrote a little letter for Susan. And it goes a little something like this. To whom it may concern. Susan, I hope this message finds you in between two girls on the subway car. One of them is from the Bronx and her nails is as long as Cardi. She's clicking away. The other one is from Brooklyn and she keeps sucking her teeth because Tyrone will not answer any of her calls. Yes, Susan, specific. Honestly, when you came in that day, I kept my composure. You were fly, I'm not gonna lie. When you mentioned Bob and how you have this villa in God knows where, I mean, cool, that's great. Don't treat me like shit, Susan. Let me remind you that a person like me, yes, has to stay in this working class. My feet hurt. I probably have some creative project after this. Yeah, I'm a millennial, so mind your business. Maria, sal del baño. Hey, ma! Taking a shit. Anyway, that was safe. Susan, I just want you to know that I'm not as stupid as you think. Yes, I'm actively working towards a degree, that I've been working on for 10 years. But mind your business, I'm trying. I also know that my parents are immigrants, so here I am, every day, trying to make my mama proud. She tried her best, why can't I? So maybe I do work 3 jobs, and maybe I'm not politically correct every time I speak, but maybe you should just listen. Maybe I don't have a degree from Columbia. Maybe I don't have a villa wherever the hell you wish I did, but I'm here, actively being a citizen, keeping my composure, not being angry, as I should be. So, Susan, I ask you to please simmer down. I know it's not your fault, but I want you to play a part in this. You are a woman, aren't you? I want you to tell Bob that every time I speak, to let me fucking speak. Bob is always interrupting me. Bob has his corporations and whatnot, and I really want Bob to let me be the person that I am. Again, I'm not politically correct, and sometimes I may clap back and spin my neck like this, but I grew up where I grew up. It doesn't mean I'm any less than you, and maybe you should give me a chance. Let me take a seat at the table. Matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna ask you for a seat at the table. I'm about to take that shit. I'm sick of your Jimmy Choos, all right? Yes, I wear felines, and I look flyer than you. Flyer, I mean, in my mind. See, I'm not using all the vocabulary that you use. I'm not gonna rock the next Chanel or Prada. But I'm a step to like it needs to be step to. So that scenario in the subway, I hope one of those bitches clap back. Every time I'm at work, like this one time, this lady said, anything broken is ghetto. And I said, really? So my heart is ghetto? My soul? I just want you, Susan, to tell your daughter, the one that worked at the bar where I was at, she clapped back at me for calling my shoes ugly and maybe correcting me when I said something, to have a seat. She knew what I meant. Or your friend when I was working at that other bar that called me a nigger and her skin was white. Was I not supposed to say anything? Or the time where, Trump was elected and we had this whole women's rights march in Los Angeles. And Dan over here wanted to say that women were stupid. I almost got fired that day. Because I asked him, don't you like pussy too? What's wrong with you? I just want to say, Susan, I know this is a rant and I'm talking all this shit or whatever, but don't reel me when I look like this and I walk into any place. As a matter of fact, don't wrap your head like you know, because you don't. Rock your Jimmy Choos, rock your little Banana Republic, and step. Yes, I'm growing, I'm doing my thing, I'm hood sometimes, but don't ever call my fucking heart broken. Alright? Yours truly, a girl with a dream.